That's a good check.
Alrighty, hello everybody. For the first time since November the 5th, welcome inside the Rink Exchange. My partner is Reese Forbes. I am Isaac Rosenthal. Duck hockey is back. D1 hockey is back. After some D2 exhibitions in Bend a couple of weeks ago, the Colorado Buffaloes in town tonight. These two teams met in Colorado early in the season. That is actually the Ducks' first victories in the ACHA D1 level. One in a shootout, one in regulation. So a sweep on the road in Boulder. And Colorado is going to look for revenge tonight as both of these teams kind of start to close out of their season. For Colorado, they're coming off a rough trip to the desert, losing a pair to Arizona State and a pair to Grand Canyon, and a game rather to Grand Canyon. But those are two very good opponents.
Absolutely.
That they played most recently. And then for the Ducks, a 5-3 win that was much closer than the 5-3 score indicates over Utah State.
Right.
And a much more comfortable 9-2 win over Boise State outside in the cold in Bend. But of course, as we said, those are ACHA D2 teams. Much different environment against an ACHA D1 opponent. Excuse me, tonight. What did you see from the Ducks in Bend?
Well, I was just so impressed at how they played with their short bench. We had a real short bench when we were in Bend. Only three and a half lines out there, and I think we stepped up and we played. And I think we're going to need to do a very similar thing out here tonight.
Yeah, you see, you're really coming to your own as a color guy, because we talked about this before we put the headsets on, but I didn't even tell you to go there. But that's exactly what I was going to say in the pregame. Let's just run through the list tonight for the Ducks roster. There's no Pat Routson, there's no Alex Enegren, there's no Stas Pufkov, there's no Jimmy Gagan, there's no Jacob Sanger, there's no Austin Charnholm, there's no Griffin Minchin, and there's no Ryan Green. If you do the math at home, that leaves 18 skaters tonight. That is less than a full complement of lines. The good news, Ducks do get Austin Pultz back on the blue line. He missed the series in Bend, and that's going to be a big help to the Ducks defense. But boy, 18 guys at the ACHA 1 level, that is rough.
Right.
Let's take a moment now and look around the country for a moment. And let's play a little bit of not bracketology, but nattyology, and take a look at what the ACHA Nationals field looks like as of right now. There's still a couple of rankings between now and when we get to the business end. I'm going to start with the top 10, and the refresher, again, for those of you who are new to the ACHA D1 level, it's a 20-team national tournament. There are auto bids, so if you finish 18 to 20, you're not necessarily guaranteed a spot, but for the purposes of right now, we're just going to run through basically the top 20 and then the bubble. So we're calling them the locks. This is the top 10 right now. Number 1, previously undefeated. They lost to Ohio today, but still number 1 in the country, and they will probably still be number 1 in the country when the next rankings drop.
Right.
Is Minot State. Adrian, number 2. UNLV, who the Ducks and Colorado have both played this year, at number 3. Ohio, who beat Minot, at number 4. Liberty at 5. Central Oklahoma, and who the Ducks also played and played pretty tight, at number 6. Indiana State 7, Jamestown 8, Grand Valley State 9, and Pittsburgh 10. The next group still looking pretty safe. Maryville at number 11, Illinois State, who the Ducks have played as well, at number 12. Niagara's 13, Arizona's 14, and Calvin's 15. Now is when we start to get interesting. So I mentioned again, you got auto bids here. So just finishing top 20 doesn't necessarily get you in, but rounding out the top 20, the last 5 who are probably wanting to polish off their resume: number 16, Lawrence Tech, Stony Brook 17, Utah's 18, ASU's 19, and Indiana, Pennsylvania is 20. So circle number 18 there for a second. Let's say that everything sort of holds right around where it is. Maybe Utah goes up a spot, maybe they go down a spot, but Utah's coming to town next week. The Ducks might be just on the outside of the natty bubble right now, but they're going to have an opportunity next week potentially to end Utah's season, which would be a pretty cool little thing.
That's a nice.
And I have to say, as someone who's been doing this for years. Too many to think about, but there was a time back in the ACHA D2 days, back in the Pac-8 days, Utah was in the conference for a little bit, and they were the absolute evil empire when they were in the Pac-8. They were just, honestly, kind of like Oregon was the last couple years in the conference for the Ducks, but they were just better than everybody else. They were better recruited, they were better coached, they were better drilled, and they were better on the ice, and they even, like, the thing that I remember most is the coaching staff for Utah would walk around in these, like, long overcoats. They had a real, like, Iceland from D2 vibes to them. So for me, very, very personal story. If we could end Utah's season, that would be pretty swell with me. So I'm going to get dramatic here. We're going to change the color from yellow to red, and we're going to look at the bubble. I'm stealing some of these terminology or some of this logic a little bit from what Joe Lenardi does for the NCAA men's basketball tournament. So the first 5 out right now, Grand Canyon, Purdue Northwest, Michigan Dearborn, Oswego State, and Rhode Island. And then the next 5 out, Colorado State, Missouri, Navy, Delaware, and John Carroll round out the top 30. All those teams, if they have really strong finishes to the season and or win their conference tournament, could still potentially end up in Boston. But they're all on the outside looking in right now. And then notice in the bottom, just outside that top 30, your Oregon Ducks are at number 31. So,
oh no.
Is the math there for the Ducks? Probably not. If there is any path to Boston for this Oregon Ducks team, they have to win tonight. They have to go 4-0 the rest of the way. That's obvious. Oof. And tonight, with Colorado at 36, there's no strength of schedule boost for the Ducks, so you don't need to just win tonight. You need to win by 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. Of course, I say that as no disrespect to Colorado. This is not a pushover Buffalo's team.
No.
They've had a little bit of a struggle this season, but they play some really tough opponents just like the Ducks do. They played Central Oklahoma. They played UNLV. They played Arizona State. So, you know, no easy task.
Absolutely.
In this Buffalo's team. I give you that, I put Oregon on the screen just because, I put 30 teams and they're number 31. So I'm going to throw them on there. But it's tough to see a path to Boston for the Oregon Ducks. It's not impossible, but they got to go 4-0. They got to get big goal differentials in all those games, and they're going to need some help.
And it's going to have to start tonight.
It has to start tonight, and it has to be not just wins, but big wins the rest of the way. If there is any path there, it doesn't seem especially likely, but you know what? That's why they play the games. And, and even if the Ducks don't make the tournament this year, because as we said, it looks like that's probably not going to happen, this is the first year in D1.
Yeah.
And if the Oregon can finish top 30, I know the general manager, Craig Thornton, is talking about top 25 as a target. That would be a pretty incredible finish to this first season at this ACHA D1 level, especially with the injury challenges, the coaching turnover. I mean, it's always a tough order, and it didn't get any easier for the Ducks than it can be for others. So we've got about 5 minutes left of warm-ups, and then as we mentioned, we got an ice cut after warm-ups before puck drop. So we're going to take a break. We're going to rest our vocal cords a little bit, and we will be back with you a little bit closer to puck drop. And stick around on the broadcast. We may just have a special guest for you a little bit later on tonight. So thanks much, and don't go too far. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where the Boo Birds are out as the Buffaloes take the ice. Ducks are going to join them momentarily, and as we do on our Friday night home games, we're going to meet the team one at a time. But I'm going to start by letting you know the starters for Colorado, and we put this in the chat as well. On the blue line, starting for Colorado, Drew McConaughey and Mark Borgie. Borgie's an interesting last name. Borgie from Colorado. You might remember the name Max Borgie, the old Wazoo running back, is from Colorado, but I asked the Buffaloes on Twitter, and Mark, unfortunately for my narrative, is not related to Max Borgie. Dang. Even though they're both from Colorado and both have the same presumably. I don't know actually if Mark is from Colorado, but I know Max, the running back, is from Colorado. Unfortunately, for my narrative, no relation to Mark. And then the top forward line for the Buffs this evening. Max Pashanik. Yes. Sorry about that. Oh, and they cut the lights on me. So we'll meet the Ducks, and I will let you know the Buffaloes as we get the lights back on. But we don't have a whole lot of light in our broadcast booth, and a whole lot less of it as they cut the lights in here, as we're doing again on Friday nights. Look at that crowd, man. Got the phone lights out.
Some energy here tonight.
Really stepping up our atmosphere game this season.
What I'm talking about.
As the Ducks come down the steps in front of the Rennie's Landing sign. And we're just about to start meeting them here. So we'll meet them one at a time. First one out is Matt Server. He'll be the backup goaltender this evening. Matt's buddies at the University of Ohio, as we said, beat Minot State earlier tonight. That's pretty darn exciting. Micah Glass up next for the Ducks to take the ice. Seth Platt. You can see those new jerseys for the Ducks. They debuted them in Bend. They look like the regular home jerseys, but they've got the O back on the front. And the big man, Hunter Voiles, in the number 6 sweater. Followed by 79 is Charlie Marr. And we'll get to meet another member of the Marr family a little bit later on. Stay tuned for that one. Followed out by Nick Slayton, the Arizona native defenseman turned forward this year. The big rookie number 18, Dayton Clark. Good to see him back in action. And speaking of big, a lot of size on this Ducks team, and here's some more of that size. Skating out in the number 10 sweater in white is Lars Kroos. And in the number 22 shirt, Jackson Henningsgaard. Number 33 is Andrew Thornton. And another welcome back for number 96, Ethan Jamernick. Very happy to have him back on the ice.
Absolutely.
And Thomas Munro in the number 9 shirt. Nick Mitchell in the number 20. And then number 2, rounding out the Non-starters for the Ducks tonight is Pobe and Fix. And so then starting for the Ducks, beginning with the forward group, number 12 is Nathan Hannon. Number 7 with that blink and you'll miss him speed is Barak Braslavsky. Some of the better hair on the team too for number 7.
Absolutely.
Henry Andres is pretty strong in the flow department as well. And speaking of lettuce, at number 14 is Isaiah Strategos. The aforementioned Mr. Andres.
Oh, too far.
And the Ducks captain, the senior number 23, Austin Poltz. We talked about how glad the Ducks are to have him back from injury as well. And then in between the pipes this evening for the Ducks is number 35, Rowdy Roddy himself, Rodney Peterson. So there's the starting lineup, and in fact a full squad for your Oregon Ducks. And when they turn the house lights back on, I will get back to the starters for Colorado. On Oregon Hockey Live here on YouTube.
Uh-oh. Lights are struggling a little bit.
They take a few moments to come back on. This falls under commitment to the bit when we turn all the lights off.
They are very off. Oh.
One day we'll have a nice, massive new facility just for us.
Oh. They're trying.
The lights will be quick on and quick off, just like an NHL barn.
Oh.
All right, we're making our way back on. I think I can read my notes now. So the starting lineup for Colorado will actually start. I had it wrong earlier. Starting the forward group, not the blue line. Drew McConaughey is the right wing. Mark Borgie the left wing, and Max Pasienik the center. And then on the blue line, Jesse Kidde and Alex Hartman. Starting in front of Liam O'Gwen in goal, Colorado is coached by Benny Tolar and assisted by Drew Agnew. Your Ducks are coached by Kyler Moore, assisted by Adam Gardner. So, all right. Underway soon, and then we'll be playing hockey sometime this evening, I promise.
Once they get the hamsters running fast enough, we'll get into our hockey.
That's a true. That's how it works. All right, at long last, ready for puck drop here. Ducks and Buffs. It is a big game for both teams. Oregon at number 31, Colorado at number 36, so two evenly matched teams. It was a Ducks sweep in Boulder way back when in October. A 5-4 shootout win and then a 4-1 win in regulation, but it is a very short Ducks bench tonight. As we said, only 18 skaters at Kyler Moore's disposal this evening. Tight bench, what are you looking for from the Ducks in general with the tight bench?
Oh, tight bench. I think we're looking for consistent shifts out of everybody. You've only got so many players on the ice. You need to make every minute you have count because, you're burning minutes faster than the other team. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, Broslavsky and Pashianik off the opening faceoff, taken right by Nathan Hannon, and almost a chance within the first 5 or 10 seconds for the Ducks, but eventually that puck will deflect into the corner. Now Broslavsky trying to find Hannon again, trying to get it to Strategos in the slot, and good strong puck possession off the opening faceoff for the Ducks as Broslavsky will find Poltz from the circle, and it's saved. Yeesh. But there's that shot for 24 seconds in. Wow. As the Ducks find the first shot of the game. You've heard me say this before. If you're a Duck fan, if you're a Buffs fan, I'll give you my usual disclaimer about the clock. I'm going to keep it as accurate as I can, but it's manually started and stopped up here, so consider the clock sort of for more or less informational purposes. As the Ducks keep it alive at the blue line now, Lars Kroos putting it down in the slot, bouncing puck for a moment before it's taken behind the net by Colorado. And the Buffs will start up through the neutral zone, but intercepted on strong side. Henningsgaard centering pass. Backhander, can they stop it home? No! Oof. And a grade AAA scoring chance for the Ducks goes asking. Now the Buffs go the other way in the first save of the game for Roddy Peterson. How's the pace? My goodness. And just a little too far out in front of Jamernick as it's taken by number 12 is Ferguson of Colorado. Ferguson again will just chip it toward Roddy Peterson as a couple of skaters go for a line change, picked up by the Ducks. And Hunter Voiles in the corner behind his own net. Now for Charlie Marr. We'll talk to Charlie's brother in a little bit. Now Jamernick. Kept alive, Mitchell. Behind the net for Marr. Knocked down. And Charlie will skate after it again. Now ripped around to Thornton and a quick shot sticked away. 18:07 left first period. Colorado trying to go the other way, but a good stick from Marr to take it away. Big collision center ice in the neutral zone. Everybody back up to their feet. Another big hit behind the net. The fans like that one. Boy, we have just had some great turnouts at home this season. In the neutral zone, shipped back forward by Thornton. Clark will backhand it back to Andy Thornton. As Colorado goes for a line change and Thornton finds Nick Slayton. Stops, goes the other way. Delayed penalty coming up. The Ducks are going to go to the power play as that's chipped in, but obviously not going to count as the delayed penalty arm was up. So the Ducks going to the power play. It has not been a particularly successful Ducks power play this season. The official ACHA statistics have this Oregon power play unit at under 11%, and that's not where you want to be. You want to be above 20%, maybe 25%. But the Ducks do get the chance with the extra man this time as the puck immediately will be cleared down by Colorado. Now picked up by Thomas Munro. The penalty, by the way, for Colorado is against Johnny Peterson. As Broslavsky will roll that one around. Nathan Hannon couldn't control, and now it's cleared by the Buffs with 17 minutes and 2 seconds left in the opening period as Roddy Peterson will just stall the puck, and the Ducks start from behind their own net. Being carried up by Monroe, then dropped for Broslovsky. He'll pick up speed across the blue line. Now slams on the brakes. Oh, he sends a man flying. Sent the pass across, but couldn't control. Now Austin Poltz will dig behind his own net. Knocked off of Poltz's stick for a moment, and now cleared all the way to Peterson behind the net halfway through this opening power play for the Ducks. There's David Andres. You'll hear me, by the way, call him both Henry and David. One's he's on my roster as Henry, but that's actually his middle name. Another large collision as the puck is cleared. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. And Henry and/or David Andres starting from behind the net. Intercepted, though. Good pressure on the penalty kill from Colorado. Now the Ducks find it again, dropped for Austin Poltz, then connecting with Andres, but losing it in the neutral zone, taking it right back. And across for Henningsgaard now. Henningsgaard, can he get the puck to the slot? No, sir. Colorado with 4 seconds left, 3, 2, and 1, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 15:25 left in the opening period of a back and forth hockey game so far. For Colorado now, a shot tipped over, and they will fall in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is...
It went straight up off his pads.
That is quite the bounce.
It looked like it went up and behind him.
Yeah, no, Peterson got his stick to that, and it just rolled up his stick. And I thought from here it was going to roll over the net, but it rolls up and over him and falls in the net. That's a really tough break, but
super
tough break or not, it's an opening goal for the Buffs on just kind of a weird play. One of those, though, that you could, once it started to fall, you could sort of see it happen in slow motion. So how do the Ducks respond to a bad bounce early? It's another shot from Colorado and a quick whistle.
Man, yeah, you know, those bounces are just unlucky. Straight up, straight down. Not a lot you can do about it.
Pass Tobin Fix. And now good stick from Broslovsky. Will eventually set up Nathan Hannon. And the Ducks can't move in transition. Now another penalty coming up. This one's going to be against the Ducks. And we'll see what Colorado can make happen. Remember, in the ACHA, if you score on a 6-on-5, you still get the power play. So this little empty net time for Colorado, big opportunity, but they'll ice the puck. So it is the Buffs now moving to the man advantage. And I've got Colorado's power play numbers here somewhere. For Colorado, the power play a little bit better, 21%. That's good enough for 48th in the country. The Ducks on the PK are 82%, which is pretty okay. And off the highest part of the glass, but kept alive by Colorado. Now back to the blue line. Shot through traffic. Rodney Peterson sees it the whole way. Put us inside the helmet of Mr. Peterson for a moment when you have something like that happen to you.
Oh man!
How do you react as a goaltender?
You know, there's not a lot you can do. You know, like looking up, that's the worst field of vision is vertically. You know, there's not a lot. Goes up, you can't see where it goes. It's just plain unlucky.
He sees that shot fired right into the O on his chest. A nice little bullseye on target for Colorado, and I'd like all of those shots to go right there tonight.
Right on target.
.132 left on the penalty to Tobin Fix. And now for Colorado, that was Gosnell from now back up toward the blue line, but it escapes Mark Borgie, and that was Lars Kroos giving chase. Buffs will eventually get back on. Onside. Dangerous spot to shoot from. Instead, they go down low, trying to step it home. Peterson makes the first save and the second, and it's back out toward the blue line. Shot was blocked, still bouncing around dangerously. And a great save, Peterson at point blank to deny Pescianic.
Yeah, that was a great shooting chance.
Adding a syllable to that one. I reached out for pronunciations and still managed to get them wrong sometimes. It helps if you're an amateur broadcaster at home. When you reach out for pronunciations, you have to make sure that you can also read your own writing when you write them down. Otherwise, it doesn't really help you very much. Quick find by the Ducks right in front, and Charlie Marr's shot is deflected up and over. 27 seconds left still on the Tobin Fix minor. Got 51 of you listening in right now. Tell your friends. Let's see if we can get that number a little bit higher. We've got probably upwards of 1,000, maybe 1,500 people in the barn tonight. I'll try and get an attendance count for you at the intermission if we can. So that's sent in the corner. Strategos has a touch on it. Now picked up by the Buffaloes, and rolling back with it is Adam Trunco. And the Buffs just a little bit heavy touches on these passes in their own zone on the power play with 5 seconds left on the man advantage, and we will go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Tobin Fix is out of the box with, it's actually 12:18 left in the period. We'll fix the clock when we get a chance. And Breslavsky pushing some weight around, comes right back out to the point for a quick shot from Peterson, but it goes harmlessly into the corner. And now Breslavsky again will dig it out, sends it toward Tobin Fix, but past him. Peterson again was there, and now Fix, and now it's backhanded towards Nathan Hannon as the Ducks are across the blue line, and that one kicked into the corner. Penalty coming up against Colorado. So with 11:44, the Ducks are going back to the man advantage.
Wow.
A moment to catch our breath here. It's quite the pace to this first period. Here's Andres. He'll send it behind the goal. Kroos was chopping at it. There is Poltz, loose in front for a moment, but then cleared 200 feet by the Buffaloes. And Peterson will have a touch for Andres behind the net. Now outstart the Ducks. Could not quite keep it in the zone. Andres has to go backwards, finds Henningsgaard. Couple of Ducks changing. Jackson Henningsgaard across the blue line, puts the brakes on, center point for Andres, gloved.
Oh, right in the laces.
By the goaltender O'Gwen. Liam O'Gwen is the Buffalo's #1 goaltender, at least in terms of matches played on the stat sheet. Decent numbers, 2.9 goals against. Save percentage that, 911. So really good numbers, actually.
That's a respectable.
For O'Gwen. One minute and 5 seconds left on the Buffaloes penalty, which, by the way, this time was Caleb Gold. And Jamernick, backhanded. Bruslovsky exploding with speed to try to get to the rebound, but it was too far wide of the net. He does keep it alive, though, and finds Monroe. Now back for Barack Bruslovsky. In the slot for Hannon, and the shot goes wide. Jamernick will collect it. Back for Monroe again. Now Bruslovsky again. Back for Monroe. Jamernick. Shot is loose, and now it's covered up. And now we get a penalty, and that was silly. There were 33 seconds left on the penalty, but Nick Mitchell takes, I think it was signaled as a rough, and we'll go 4-on-4 for 30 seconds or so, and then it'll be an abbreviated Buffs power play. And this Ducks power play that is struggling for numbers will have another O. Four-on-four leaves a lot of space out there, a lot of skating to do for this already short-handed Ducks team. But it's Colorado with it. Poked away by Slayton. And he's hauled down. No, apparently not. All in good fun. As we'll continue to skate 4-on-4 for 5 more seconds. And then it's going to be a Buffs power play. Starting now. So they're back to 5 skaters. Still a minute and a half or so left on the Nick Mitchell minor. Now going in to get it was Gold behind the net for Colorado. Gold battling with Andres, and David Andres will backhand, clearing the length of the ice. Charlie Marr will give chase. Makes O'Gwen have to think about it and nearly picks his pocket before Liam eventually does find a friendly sweater. Keeping it alive at the blue line is Colorado. Another penalty coming up.
Oh, boy.
Keeping the stat keepers busy tonight, as it's going to be 5-on-3 for a few moments. And bad to worse. Down a goal and down 2 skaters.
Not ideal.
So quick passing initially from the Buffaloes. Now they'll just kind of be a little bit more patient with it. Going D to D, and now intercepted. And going to be a 2-on-0 on a 5-on-3 for the Ducks. Oh, but it deflects wide as they just couldn't connect with Seth Platt there. Platt and Monroe had another grade A chance. This time not just shorthanded, but 5-on-3 shorthanded. Colorado will keep that one alive with his Borgie, the number 9. One-timer save made.
A nice clean save.
Clean shot, clean save. 12 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And then a minute and 23 total left on the Henningsgaard minor. 8:30 left in the first period. One-timer, they score. I think that was Kidde, the defenseman. Might have been 7 Keenan Lewis, but both listed as defensemen. Let's see, it is a 5 that leads the line to the bench. You have to say the Ducks got in their own way a little bit.
Yep.
And the real kicker on that is there were still 7 seconds left of 5-on-3, which means that we still get a full minute or so of 5-on-4. You can't win when you're spending so much time shorthanded, especially when you're already a short bench. Ducks really just cannot afford to keep taking these penalties. Strategos will clear. And now cleared again by Tobin Fix, but only into the neutral zone. Onside is Caleb Gold. Circling around now. And then the pass just behind 91 is Trunkel, the captain for Colorado. As another shot goes to the corner. Thornton can't move it past Colorado, and little dicey on the check there, but the arm stays down from the referee. Nathan Hannon clears, and there's 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Holtzel backhand. Battle on those near side boards in the neutral zone before it's picked up by Borgie, but deflected away by Micah Glass, and now we're back to 5 aside. Peterson stops it. And nifty little stick handle there. Andres stapled into the boards as he got the puck but couldn't control it. Right in front again, and the shot this time goes wide with 6:50 left in the period. And here come the Ducks through Micah Glass. Now Crows. Big hit there. But Colorado comes away with the puck. And it is, well, it would have been onside, but I think the Ducks thought they were off and tried to get back on. Colorado is able to take the puck. Sent behind the net by McConaughey. And now just controlled toward the neutral zone. Colorado finds it again. It's Felicia. Well, fella Chica, excuse me. Nice puck recovery from the Ducks there. Munro pushed into the boards though. Penalty coming up. Free arm came down. There might even be 2 on that play. Jamernick with a shot. It's blocked. And let's see what we got with 5:49 left.
It's 2.
Yeah, it is 2. So a full 2 minutes at 5-on-3. And I think both penalties basically came on like the same exchange there. Mm-hmm. It is Peterson and Farrow who are seated. As we sort things out. Is there a third Buffalo coming to the bench?
Oh, no way.
So should be 5-on-3 and then extended beyond that. But a 2-man advantage for the Ducks, a full 2-minute 2-man advantage. You must get something out of this one for the Oregon Ducks. Braslovsky waiting, thought better of it. Back for Munro, back for Braslovsky. He shoots off the post. Rebound goes wide. Braslovsky again, hard hit into the boards. Munro now. He fires a clapper. Rebound was there, but Braslovsky couldn't control it in time. Now he corrals it. Leaves it for Munro. Across for Jamernick. One-timer blocked. Down low again. Back for Jamernick. Down low again. They score! Oh! And that's what we said. You needed a quick goal.
Absolutely.
And it should stay 5-on-3 here.
Really?
Because the third penalty effectively hasn't started yet.
It stays 5-on-3.
So the first buff should be out of the box. There will be 1:17 of 5-on-3 still. And then whatever that works out to, 43 seconds of 5-on-4 after. So they got him This is tough for the penalty box, the scoreboard operators. Gotta cancel the first penalty, and then the second one should appear. But a big response goal from the Ducks.
Smart, calculated.
Oh boy. Andres Strategos. Holtz will go backwards. Andres. Holtz. Swings it around. Crows. Cleared the length of the ice. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the opening period. Henningsgaard. Knocked down. Andres, but it's going to fall for the Buffaloes and going to be a chance for a wraparound. He couldn't get it done, though. And Andres now finding Henningsgaard. Henningsgaard for Dayton Clark. Dayton Clark with a shot. Karam's away. Blockered away on the rebound. And now cleared by Colorado. And they got it wrong again. Linesman calls icing, but oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. What do we have? We got.
I thought they were playing 5-on-4 for a little there.
Well, there's still okay. So I think that third penalty to Colorado was a 10-minute misconduct because we are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are now playing 5-on-5. So that's what it's got to be because there's nothing on the board, and Peterson, the number 6, is still sitting in the box, but we're playing 5-on-5. So okay, there we go. Slayton got knocked down. Charlie Marr collects it. Slayton again. Nifty move. The puck goes wide though, all the way around for Seth Platt, and he'll just send it around the corner to Jamernick. Jamernick tried to set himself up, backhanding through his legs, but couldn't turn and find the puck. And now kept alive, right in front. Jamernick, but he couldn't finish. Hunter Voiles. Intercepted by Colorado, but they have a little trouble clearing, and now another penalty coming up. Goodness me, are the refs being kept busy tonight or what? It's Jamernick who takes the penalty this time. .36 left in the period, and we're going to make sure we have the correct. What would it be? A herd of buffaloes?
I think so.
Is that the right one? I feel like that's not right. I feel like Buffalo might have its own word. I'm going to look that up at the intermission.
I think it's a herd.
A chance to peruse my single favorite page on Wikipedia. Lists of the collective nouns for animals. There's some good stuff there. Speaking of good stuff, it's taken away by the Ducks, and they go the other way. Good save, though, O'Gwen. But stop me if you've heard this before. There's a delayed penalty on the play.
Oh, my gosh.
again. And could there be another one? It looked like there might have been because a duck got taken down, but the refs will just let him go for a moment. Now Colorado behind the net. Can they get out of the zone this time? It's a little tough to see the puck on those near side boards with all the people here, but we love them anyway. And a shot over the goal of Roddy Peterson. That one goes wide. Nick Mitchell backhanding, and here's Slayton. Or sorry, it's Micah Glass. And his shot,
what a catch.
Everything. Or is it gloved, in fact? I thought it would hit the netting.
A little windmill.
Andres quickly across for Hannon. Shot through traffic off the glass. Bruslovsky's there. Stops, goes the other way. Finds Andres. Back for Bruslovsky. Sends it through the slot, but no one had his stick down. Now Andres. Shot save made O'Gwen. And the Buffaloes come away with it. 1 minute left in this first period. Bruslovsky. Now Andres. Andres finds it. Bruslovsky. Hunter Voiles. Shots wide. Big hit there. Looked like a penalty to some, but not to the two men who matter most in that equation. And picked up by the Buffaloes. They will now clear as it's the Ducks who are on an abbreviated power play with 20 seconds left. Can they get one last power play shot in this first period? Well, no, they won't. Not a power play shot anyway, because we're back to 5-a-side with 10 seconds left in the period. Send it around. 6 seconds left in the period. No, they're big. One last quick shot, but it's blocked. And that will do it for an exhausting first 20 minutes of play.
No kidding. I'm getting a workout.
Colorado 2, Oregon 1 after 20 minutes. We will come back at the intermission and we will have a rotating cast to discuss that first period. But before we go for a quick break, any thoughts, Reese?
Oh, man, what a night. Coming out here strong, coming out here fast. This is some good hockey.
Alrighty, well, good hockey indeed. We will be back for a little bit of intermission talk, but for now, we're going to catch our breath for just a few moments. 2-1 Buffaloes after 20. All right, so coming at you at the intermission here, Isaac Rosenthal joined by David Meyer, brother of Charlie. David, welcome into Eugene. Welcome into the broadcast.
Great to be here, Isaac, and great to witness some Morgan Ducks hockey on a great Friday night here in Eugene.
Yeah, it is a great night and a great turnout here. It's been an exhausting first period, so let's just get to kind of set the table for you if you joined a little bit late. Colorado took the lead through a you don't want to be as dismissive as to say fluky, but a pretty fluky play.
Yeah.
A shot from the number 16, Anthony Protomastro, that Roddy Peterson saved, and it just sort of rolled up his stick, shipped over him, and unfortunately for Mr. Peterson, fell behind him in the goal. Then Colorado on a power play goal, scored by number 6, Johnny Peterson, and assisted to Jesse Kidde, and number 18, Caleb Gold, made it 2-0 before the Ducks responded on a 5-on-3. A goal from Nathan Hannon, assisted by Nick Mitchell. And if you notice that 2 of those 3 goals came on the power play, well, yeah, they did, because somebody was more or less on the power play for that entire first period.
Yeah, it seemed like special teams were certainly a big factor in the first period. Both teams taking penalties. It felt like a back and forth period. I thought the Ducks did a good job on the 5-on-3. Puck movement was solid throughout. They were able to bang home a rebound to get one back on the board. But going back to that first goal, obviously as a goaltender, you don't want to see something like that happen. Obviously a fluky goal. Rodney Peterson made a great save, just couldn't track the puck, couldn't find the rebound, and ends up behind him. But overall, the special teams certainly dictated that first period. And the second period, I think the Ducks are going to have to come out firing to get one back here and tie this ball game.
Yeah, you want to start quick, and you've had a chance just to kind of sit up here in the booth and watch. What about when we were playing 5-on-5? What were you seeing 5-on-5?
I thought the Ducks did a good job. I thought they really did a good job taking away pucks in the neutral zone and generating some odd man rushes. Especially, they were on the penalty kill. They were on a 3-on-5, and they had a 2-on-1 that they could have finished shorthanded and would have given them an opportunity to have some life on offense. But ultimately, the Ducks defense did a nice job. They were able to control in the neutral zone, and they were able to generate some shots. Just haven't been able to finish those chances. If they can finish those chances and get pucks to the net in the greasy, grimy areas, they might have something on offense.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, like you said, you got to finish, and you don't want to expect a shorty 5-on-3. But I think you could go as far as to say that particular opportunity they probably should have had.
Yeah, it was definitely a terrific play by the Ducks defense. Definitely a 2-on-1 that you're going to want to have back. Good pass across the slot. Just couldn't finish. But ultimately, I thought the Ducks played a solid first period. Just got to finish those chances in the offensive zone.
Taking a look for a moment at some out-of-town scores. The big one, Ohio beats Minot State 5-3. I believe that is number 1 Minot's first loss on the season. Temple 4-3 over William Patterson. Missouri State 4-1 over Oklahoma. A bunch more games going on in the ACHA this evening, and we will get some more of those scores for you at the second intermission. But I can only fit so much on the screen, and I can only type so fast. David, we're going to bring you back hopefully at some point in the second period, but before we break for the rest of our intermission here, anything else you wanted to say that you noticed in that first period?
Definitely, experiencing West Coast hockey is different from East Coast hockey, and certainly a physical, fast-paced game, and obviously you don't want to see too many penalties being taken, but that's just the game we have here tonight, and certainly hope things that kind of ramp down and the officials kind of take control of the game, but certainly a faster-paced game than what I'm used to on the East Coast. But it's definitely been exciting.
Alrighty, well that will do it for our little intermission recap. We've got about 5 minutes. They may stop that clock for a minute or two to let the ice freeze a little bit more. So we'll say 5-ish minutes before we start the second period, and we can't wait. We'll be there with you. righty, well, we are back for the second period. They're just finishing up shout. I think the people like that here in Eugene. So give me one thing we're looking for in the first 2-3 minutes of the second period.
I want to see the Ducks keep getting their offense going. They, when they started the first period, they kind of put their foot on the gas and generated a lot of shots in Colorado's end of the ice. I want to see them do that here. Try to stay out of the penalty box here. Don't do anything out of yourself here. But it's important that you want to start off the second period exactly the way you started the first period. You dominate on offense, put a lot of shots in the front of the net, and get into those greasy, grimy areas and start cleaning up some of those rebounds. I think they could generate something here.
Stay out of the penalty box, the official motto of Ducks
hockey.
That was
the theme in the first period.
Since about, when did the program start? Sometime in the 90s? Since about the 90s.
You know more about this than I do, so I'm following your lead on this.
I was in the Ducks locker room once many years ago, and there was a Duck with a note in his stall from his dad that said, "Stay out of the box." And that has proved relevant through many generations of Duck hockey. So, underway in the second period, and a battle once again behind that Buffs net. Braslavsky taking off the puck. And Colorado will hop on it, trying to move in transition. They lose it, though, in the neutral zone, and Austin Poltz is the beneficiary through Henry Andres, who flipped it for a teammate, had it come off a Buffalo's skate, and then right back to him. He's able to glove it down and gets a shooting opportunity, but it deflects harmlessly into the netting. 19:27 left second period.
Yeah, Andres did a good job controlling the puck. I know it kind of came off his stick a little bit, but nice use of the hands, gloving it down at the blue line. Got a clean shot, just couldn't get that one towards the front of the net.
And quick shot from Micah Glass is saved. Little bit of a change-up on that shot, but nice job to see it the whole way from O'Gwen.
Yeah, Lars Kroos won that face-off, I believe. Nice job getting that shot to the front of the net.
Now Henningsgaard digging in against 27 is Quinn Schruppel. And into the neutral zone, but taken by the Ducks. They'll send it behind the net, and Henningsgaard will get their first little heavy touch into the corner. And now back the other way, Micah Glass will reach out for it, trying to find Crows. Couldn't connect with him quite cleanly. And the Buffaloes will take it away. Behind the man, though, is that pass, as it interrupts the transition, but eventually Colorado across the red line before the Ducks take it again. And now Peterson behind the net for the Ducks. And again, both teams just having a little trouble getting into the rhythm in the second period. Chance in front for the Buffaloes. Loose puck for a moment, and then it goes behind the goal. Marr digging in.
Yeah, that was a good job by Peterson, using his stick to poke the puck away from ongoing traffic.
Well, it's tough on those near corner, isn't it? A lot of fans there, and we do like to see the fans here. I was talking to David earlier about the changes this program has gone through over the years, and just the number of people that are in this barn this year is awesome.
You certainly love to see the community grow anytime a program starts to continue that upwards trend. So get another penalty here, tripping, but yeah, you really love to see that. And coming from Quinnipiac, a program that started on the bottom, you see that trend of success continuing to build, and you see the more fans that come into play, and that's what we're seeing here in Eugene. That the program continues to build on that, to build the foundation for the future. Especially making the jump to D1. So the program's done an incredible job, and obviously the support from the fans over the last few years has been something else. So it's been awesome to watch.
So, I thought it was a two-man advantage because there's two men in the box again, but it must be another 10-minute misconduct doled out because there are 4 Buffaloes on the ice. So just 5-on-4. Henningsgaard taking his time. Passes across. Quick shot. Is covered up. And you look down for a second and the whistle goes again. What happened, David?
Well, Henningsgaard did a great job with the saucer pass across the ice. Just a better save by the Colorado netminder. That little extracurriculars going on. I think Luke Gosnell got tangled up with one of the Ducks in front of the net. Lucky that he was not called for hitting after the whistle. Yeah, penalties starting to become the theme in this game. So Colorado, knowing that the Ducks scored on a 5-on-3 earlier, don't want to take another one, give them an opportunity to tie up this game.
Now it's cleared the length of the ice by the Buffaloes. The one thing you can say for all these penalties, it has been even. It's not like Colorado's not out here getting homered. The Ducks are having just as much of an issue staying out of the box as the Buffs are. And Strategos plays that one. Now Strategos again. Up to Andres. That is Henningsgaard. Andres one-timer. Knocked down. Second effort is gobbled up by the netminder with 16:50 left in the second and a minute and 3 seconds left of 5-on-4 if we actually manage to get a full 2 minutes without another penalty taken.
Yeah, Andres got that shot from the point off clean. It was blocked in front by his own man. I think Lars Kroos might have blocked that in front. The rebound kicks back out to the left circle, and a great save by Liam O'Gwen, the netminder for Colorado, coming up big with some saves on this penalty kill.
So Ducks off the face-off had a chance to get set up in the sequence of their power play, but then it deflects away from them.
And now face-off comes back to Colorado's end of the ice because the Buffs cleared the puck out, but it went into their own bench. So the Ducks get another offensive zone face-off.
Now there's no... it went into the bench anyway, so this wouldn't have come up. But remember, there is at the ACHA level no delay of game there, but the face-off does come into the Buff zone. Oh, and Jammernick just had a lot of goal to shoot at there if he was quick enough on the release, but sometimes you have almost too much space and time.
Yeah, he had that short side all to himself and just put it well wide of the right side post, but it was a good look for Jammernick. Ducks again doing some good puck movement in the offensive zone, just trying to get those pucks to the front of the net.
Jammernick's a double-digit points man, just barely. 6-4. And here's Colorado coming the other way, short-handed.
That's great defense.
Away from them, though. Nice defending with the stick from the Ducks, and here they come on the power play again. Hannon working through the slot, doesn't get a shot. At the point, Roslovsky, now Munro. Jammernick back to Munro, one-timer. That's the wrong net as it deflects harmlessly out of play above the goal with 17 seconds left on the man advantage.
Yeah, I think Hannon was trying for a tip in front. He got the tip, but it was just too high. Kareem's off his stick and into the up into the netting.
So here's Charlie Marr digging in for the face-off.
There goes that man.
You know him a little bit.
Yes, I do.
Andy Thornton will knock it down. Tobin Fix. Now across for Thornton again. He takes a shot that has another awkward deflection at that same goal, but fortunately for O'Gwen, not into the net. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Almost a chance right out of the box for Colorado. And a puck battle just on the Colorado side of the blue line, now back into the neutral zone. Sent in by Thornton. Ducks are just on side now. Loose puck for half a second, but it's covered up by the netminder. 15-22, go ahead.
Well, Marr did a great job with that puck from the blue line, able to control. He was trying to hit Slayton at the side of the net. Had a clear passing lane. Slayton gets the shot off. A better save by O'Gwen in front.
Here's the Colorado captain again. And picked up by Seth Platt. Shoots it in. Colorado behind the net. That's Trunco. the number 91. We've called that name a few times for Colorado tonight. And another shot will deflect into the netting with 14:55 left in the second. We're about due for another penalty. Haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean game since Colorado took that first penalty to start the period. But their physicality has been really key in taking away a lot of these chances for the Ducks offense. They're getting right in their faces and making it really hard for the Ducks to get a clean shooting lane and try to get those pucks to the front of the net.
Here's Henningsgaard back across the D zone. Now Crows will chase after it, and
that dangerous play there by O'Gwen.
And Colorado will come in to protect O'Gwen. You can't fault the Ducks for going for the puck. It was a loose puck, but you try telling a hockey player that someone was allowed near his goalie. You see how that works for you.
Well, I don't know what O'Gwen was thinking when trying to handle that puck. He had at least two white sweaters converging on him and almost ends up putting the puck in his own net. Has to dive on it. I don't blame the Ducks for attacking. They're doing what they were supposed to do. If the goaltender's going to play the puck, you got to treat him like he's a defenseman out there and go attack that.
High fluttering puck knocked down by Voiles, plays it to himself. And now, can they send the Ducks the other way? Did for half a second, but now eventually they're backwards into the neutral zone. Now across the blue line. Could this be a shooting opportunity? It is, and a nice save, O'Gwen. Penalty coming up, though. Not going to be a board?
Yeah, I think so. It's a penalty you just can't take if you're the Ducks. It's going to go against Strategos for boarding. The Ducks got a clean shot from Seth Platt just outside the left circle, and then Strategos takes the penalty. That opens the door for Colorado. They've kind of been under siege so far to start this second period, and now an opportunity here on the power play.
That's a tough one to take for Isaiah. It's one of those penalties that there's no malice in it, but you sort of have to know where you are in the ice. And you make that contact, that positioning, that angle, and the ref is going to call it at least 8 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Some young Duck fans behind us with some opinions on the penalty. Some older Duck fans to our left with some differently phrased opinions on the penalty, but they're in agreement with each other. One timer wide. And now cleared by the Ducks all the way in front of O'Gwen. And again, it's a little scary for the buff netminder.
He just has to be aware of where that puck's going. He knows that white sweaters are coming. Just got to be aware of guys in front or move that puck up the ice.
And cleared again. Picked up Borgie. Borgie with Charlie Marr trailing. Eventually he gives up the puck. Now the Buffaloes on the power play will gain the zone, but no puck possession to set up, and Austin Poltz had a backhanded attempt to clear, couldn't get it out of the zone. Now Munro will find it, and he clears with 13:08 left in the period and a minute flat left on the Strategos boarding minor.
It's a great job by the Ducks, able to get their bodies in front, in the back, behind the net, and able to free up that puck for those clears.
So here's Colorado on the power play in the Duck zone now. A shooting chance in front, but never got through, and it deflects up and out of play, and someone's got a souvenir.
That's a great shot block by Nick Mitchell at the high slot. He saw the Buffalo converging on him, got his body down low, got a piece of it with his knee, and able to deflect it out of play. Great shot block by Nick Mitchell.
And again, off the face-off here, just kept alive at the blue line by Colorado. And now behind the net. Cross-ice pass, rebound off the boards, ends up setting up just as if it was the intent for the Colorado shooter there. It was Trunco, and another skirmish in front of goal.
Really impressed with the Ducks defense on this penalty kill, and the way that they're being able to get bodies in front of their goaltender and being able to block some shots, some clean shots by Colorado. But most of those clean shots have been blocked, and that's a credit to Oregon's defense and Rodney Peterson on the back end, putting up that big stop from the top of the slot area.
And did that get the netting?
I believe it did.
So officially 12:22 left in the period, and 16 seconds left on the minor to Strati. And now Voiles can't clear that one, though, only to the blue line. It's loose in the slot for a moment and diving to get it where the Ducks couldn't get it out of the zone, though. And now we're back to 5-on-5. And here is Henningsgaard. Shot, save, O'Gwen. Henningsgaard backhands it to the blue line. It's a cross for Hunter Voiles. He slides it through traffic, no one on the end of it. Micah Glass, now Henningsgaard again. And it's going to come around for Johnny Peterson of Colorado. Now Trunco. Still it's Trunco. Deflected away, nice stick there from Lars Kroos, and he'll go to the bench for a line change.
Kroos and Voiles did a great job on that penalty kill, clearing off that puck away from Rodney Peterson as some of the Buffaloes were converging, trying to bury that one from just outside the blue paint.
Oh, it's Farrow momentarily for the Buffs. Now all the way around. And it deflects out of the zone. Can this be a chance for the Ducks? They got numbers. Here they go, but the shot's over the bar.
Yeah, Jaminek just missed that. Tried to go high blocker, give the goalie the shooter, did the right thing, but just missed the net.
That time in the neutral zone just took too long to make a decision, or took too long to action his decision, did Jaminek. Now Munro for the Ducks. Thomas Munro across the blue line himself, deflected away from him though. It's Ferguson. And D will play catch for Colorado. Comes from Marr. Shot knocked down. Marr keeps it alive for Poltz. That shot's blocked. Colorado now trying to move the other way. Here's Kinney, goes wide. Poltz plays it around. Andres is there. And knocked back into the Duck zone, but Andres the first skater to it in white. Now Strategos back across. And would have been offside. Buffs can't touch it. And
that should have been
just
offside.
Keep playing. I think they did touch it, but
yeah, that hit the skate of Maximilian Pazinek right inside the offensive zone. I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle there.
Taken by the Ducks there. Broslavsky penalty coming up. Broslavsky, what a play to keep that alive for the Ducks. Now back to the blue line, but the puck goes wide. Careful, as Colorado couldn't score on that, but the Ducks could have. And now we got another penalty coming up, and I think the Ducks have just taken their 5-on-4 off the board.
Yeah, we're going to have matching minors. Boy, that was close. You know, I'm not going to lie. I've seen that situation happen with the rolling puck into the empty net.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's benefited my team, but, you know, obviously don't want to see that happen. And, yeah, that was they're going to get Hartman for the trip, and then Thornton, a little extracurricular, right as the puck was going into the offensive zone. Thornton drills the Buffalo from the back.
You can't do that.
Yeah, especially
you can't do that.
Especially not with an opportunity to go up a man and potentially tie this hockey game. So we skate for a side, and this is where the ice kind of opens up for both teams. It's not the first time it's happened, and the Ducks have had chances on 4-on-4, but
I don't think the Ducks want to play 4-on-4 on a night they only have 18 skaters.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
That is some tiring hockey to play. I guess you'd rather play 4-on-4 than be killing a penalty, but
right.
You know, you had the advantage to to get, the advantage to the chance to be 5-on-4, and
the moral of the story
silly
is,
decision.
Yeah, it just was not a smart penalty there by Thornton.
But that's all right. It's been known to happen before. It'll happen again. It'll benefit the Ducks just as much as it hurts them. So here's Colorado. Deflected away Crows. Nice job for Lars.
Great job on the back end.
Voiles for a moment. Now the Ducks hop on it. Shot kicked away. Behind the net is Peterson for Colorado. Now Borgie looking to flip it back to McConaughey. Knocked off the puck. And then just in front of Henningsgaard. Andres with the touch. Picked up Monroe. Sent across for Slayton. Loose! Still loose! Where's the puck? It's in the slot for the moment, and now Colorado will get it out of the danger zone and maybe even create some danger themselves before the Ducks find it.
That's a nice job by Jack Ferguson, able to get that loose puck out of there.
Oh, what a move there from Monroe, but there was no shot on the end of it. You gotta finish the whole play.
He just ran out of time there.
You needed maybe 205, 210 feet for that one. Here's Nick Slayton, another guy capable of going coast to coast. Pokes the puck around the Buffalo, but then loses it. It's picked up by McConaughey. And with 11 seconds left of 4-on-4 time, we're about set to go.
Another penalty coming up on Oregon.
Well, we were set to go even strength. Instead, it's going to be a Buffalo's penalty.
I think Monroe's going to go to the box Monroe's going to go to the box for a slash. Right as the Buffalo was turning around his net, Monroe came up from in front and whacked his stick out of his hands. So just after the 4-on-4, Ducks going back on the penalty kill.
For both teams, self-inflicted wounds may be the story of the game so far. So the Buffalo power play. A tick over 20% on the year, and they're back to work. For up to 2 minutes. The way this game has been going, you don't expect it to last the full 2 minutes. Nice skating from Luke Gosnell. And looking for the wraparound, it's kicked wide. Borgie. Intercepted by the Ducks, and Hannon took a little while to clear. Now Voiles eventually does. Almost cost the Ducks an opportunity to clear the puck.
Well,
Go ahead.
Good.
6:30 left in the second, 1:15 left on the minor to Thomas Monroe. And now the Ducks will go D-to-D, killing the penalty. Waiting their time to clear, and now they'll, in fact, skate it out of the zone. Here's Bruslavsky. Backhanded shot, never challenged the goal of Ogwen, though. And puck glued to the boards for a moment before the Buffs move it out. 45 seconds left on the minor. They're just onside. Poked away, nicely done. Cleared, but only into the neutral zone. And that was offside, but the linesman said he got it back across. And Fix will just turn and clear. 25 seconds left on the man advantage. Henningsgaard in pursuit. And the Buffs have it. Ferguson for Gold. Now Trunco, but knocked back to Ferguson. Gold, 19 rather, not 18 is Dow. 7 seconds left on the man advantage. And we're back to 5-on-5 for the time being. Micah Glass. From Monroe, backhand scores!
Wow.
What a play by Micah Glass and Thomas Monroe coming out of the box.
Well, the Ducks penalty kill did a great job. They got their sticks in front of those passing lanes, broke up a lot of movement by the Buffaloes through the neutral zone, essentially killing off that penalty. And then Monroe out of the box, great saucer pass across, and Micah Glass buries it off the rebound. I think he was trying to go to the forehand initially, couldn't get that one through, but follows up on the backhand. And the Ducks convert on the kill off the penalty, convert it into offense, and have tied up this ball game.
It's a huge play, and that gets the people going a little bit too, gets the crowd back into it. So 2-2 the score, 5 minutes left in the second, and another face-off coming up in the Buffalo zone.
Now, how much of a blow is that for Colorado? Because they looked like their power play had gotten going a little bit. And then that kind of deflates a lot of your momentum here in the second period to come off that power play with nothing and really virtually without a shot on goal, and then to have that go the other way, and there goes your 2-0 lead basically.
Yeah, in fact at one point a 2-0 lead for the Buffs. It's now 2-2. But plenty of hockey left and probably about 38 penalties left in this game.
That certainly seems to be the destination we have on this game.
Oh, a couple of students banging on the boards as that puck is in the corners. Will keep it alive for Clark. Someone's lost a stick. Puck's behind them. Maybe another one is that was a bad hit from behind after the delayed penalty was arm was already up.
Yeah, Charlie's down. Players into their own bench, and then I don't think they're going to get the cross check, but the Ducks will go to the power play. And you really don't want to see that. It's taking a toll on him throughout the year, but
they should call that.
Yeah, they should have called that.
Especially the taken to not see it called is a little bit frustrating. But here's the Ducks on the power play with momentum.
Came off its mooring, so
that net. Particularly that one at the Zamdor end of the ice.
Second period, didn't really get a lot on it. Now a little bit of momentum here, trying to build off that game-tying goal. 4 minutes left in the second period, maybe a little bit of a late push to try to get their first lead of the game.
No, trying to bring it back was Jammernick. Instead, Nick Mitchell, and now cleared by the Buffs, and Peterson will have a chance to stick handle here. He'll just lay it down for Monroe. Monroe involved in that last goal. And Monroe, they just couldn't quite keep it, and now a shorthanded chance.
That was a good defensive breakup by Barrick Brzezowski in the So we'll skate even again. I think it's going to go against, can't read that number there, number 20, I think, Nick Mitchell.
20 would be Mitchell.
Or are they going to get somebody else?
As the captain, I think he's going to go against Brzezowski. It's interesting. No, that is...
I'm going to send Charlie to the box.
Look who it is. That is not Charlie's first penalty of the year. The Ducks website has 0 PIMs for him, but I can tell you it's not accurate.
Oh no, that's certainly not his first first penalty of the season. Definitely. Polt's still trying to get an explanation.
And I think we might have a arena maintenance issue here.
Now they're going to take Charlie out of the box for some reason.
Was it not Charlie? We have a case of mistaken identity.
Polt and the captain of the Buffaloes, Adam Trunco, trying to get an explanation from the officials.
The number... We got a Craig Thornton sighting in the corner. I think there must be Do we have a glass issue? Right here, is that pane of glass?
It's
missing?
It's tough to tell, really. So here comes Jamernick back in, and he will sit in the penalty box for the Ducks. So maybe that's who they were.
We're figuring it out as we go, as is so often the case. Oh, it's taken by the Ducks. Shot blocked, though. Nice defending from Colorado.
Yeah, they were trying to set up
on 4, and then it'll be an abbreviated power play for the Buffs. And there was Keaton Foy moment where we saw the signal. Right at that O logo in front of the benches for a moment before it's pushed into the corner. And now in the neutral zone, stumbling for a moment, was Borgie. And now back towards Mark Borgie with 2:25 left in the second period. High slot back toward the blue line. Off the boards, and the Ducks, and that shot wide of the goal and deflects up.
Yeah, Henry unsuccessful. They really sputtered on their last one. Just the Ducks did a great job.
Dayton Clark is able to push that one into the neutral zone. And there's a tripping penalty coming up.
Yeah, that's a tough. I've officially lost track of how many penalties have been called on both teams.
The answer is a lot.
Okay. That is Luke Gosnell, the defenseman, skating over to the sin bin for the Buffaloes. And you could see that, I think that was Lars Scrooge who was skating in from the corner. He got tripped down level with his skates, so he skated for his side for another 12 seconds.
And Peterson will get to that puck first. And now here. Oh. Save made Peterson. It was sort of a partial breakaway. There were two Ducks right behind Trunco, but that's still a tough save for Roddy and net.
Yeah, Trunco got a great break, a little spring in his step outside the Ducks blue line. Just as Jamernick was coming out of the box, I thought Jamernick was going to give him a run. Gets a good shot on goal, tried to go 5-hole on Peterson, and he denies him. Solid little butterfly save. Puck's covered under his pads. Keeps this.
And Broslavsky with speed in period 2.
Yeah, the Ducks had numbers going up the right side of the ice. They tried to feed him in front. The puck got deflected into the glove of Liam O'Gwen. Pultz from the blue line. Sets up Henningsgaard. He'll go back to Pultz with a slap shot that gets blocked. Buffalo's on
some issues we're having with the feed. Shot from Henningsgaard. Deflects high and wide and now cleared. Trying to pick the pocket and too many men.
I don't think the Buffs heard the whistle the first time. Oh, refs will sort this one out, and they are going to send Buffalo to the penalty box. Ducks will get a 5-on-3 for 17 seconds.
I want to apologize if we're having some issues with our connection tonight. We're on a hardwired connection here, but when we get this busy in the building, sometimes we still kind of get knocked off of the internet temporarily sometimes. 10 seconds left in the period, and that is not going anywhere. So that will do it. I'll go to break here in a moment, but Dave, I'm going to give you the last word.
Yeah, it's a solid period overall by the Ducks. They did a great job on the penalty kill. Took away a lot of chances by the Buffaloes. And ice opens up for German. See if they can go from there.
All righty, well, sounds good. We'll be back soon. for the third period. We will pray to the internet gods, but we're competing for everybody, with everybody rather, for the same internet. So apologies to you at home. Big. Hopefully you are able to actually watch it. But we'll let you know all these games always. They're reposted after, and usually when we have these internet issues, the uploaded version is not as bad. If for some reason it is as bad, we're recording onto a hard drive as well, and I will just upload a fully clean copy. But anyway, for the third period, 5-on-3 for 18 seconds. 2-2 game, 20 minutes left of regulation. Big finish coming. He's got some moves. Brock Bristol.
Yeah, great job by Peterson coming out. Recognized that home run pass right there and does the right thing. 5-on-3 penalties. Ducks still have about a minute and 20 left on.
So 19:35 left regulation now of a 2-2 game. Here's Monroe. Beyond around Bruslovsky looking for the centering pass. Knocked back behind the net. Nathan Hannon now lays it down for Bruslovsky, and here comes Hannon, though, keeps it alive in the slot, and now never got there, rather now cleared. 18:50 left regulation, 30, but in the end, no harm, no foul. Monroe will flip it up to Micah Glass. Micah Glass has it poked out. Shot blocked, but right back to, that was Trunco. The shot, I think, was from backhanded Crows. We are back to 5-on-5. And here comes Colorado. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Help arriving. Backhander save made Peterson, and everyone goes sliding.
Well, it's a good breakup in the offensive zone by, I believe that was Pultz, who came flying in. Don't think there's going to be a tripping call on Pultz after. But a couple of good early saves by Rodney Peterson. Start the third period for the Ducks.
Second good one. The first one in Boulder ended up going the distance all the way to a shootout where the Ducks won. And then a little more relaxing Saturday. A lot of relevancy now. Penalty coming up again.
Yep, cross-checking right in front. Or is it going to go against? Yes, it is going to go against Colorado's. My bad. It's going to go. So that will be Quentin Kinney going to the penalty box for.
Left, and I think the referee just
huge. I don't think it was worth 5 minutes. It certainly didn't look good, but it just looked like
it is a 5. Yeah.
Wow. Head coach of Colorado.
You ever seen a coach win that argument though?
No, actually, it's been the exact opposite. They've lost every argument, and I think. Yeah, it is.
So it's an early shower for Quentin Kinney. And then serving the 5 minutes. This game has been going. There's probably 2 or 3 penalties that are going to happen regardless of however many goals they may score.
And this is certainly a big power play for Oregon. They did shots to the net, and you've got to be able to get pucks to the front of the net and bury up on those rebounds.
Oh, he's so fast.
My goodness.
Bruslovsky across the blue line, dangling around, and eventually just has it intercepted.
I think the simple thing, if I'm behind the bench, I just tell them not to force it. You know, you just got to get pucks to the net. Doesn't matter how you get them there. You don't have to be too flashy on this 5 minutes.
Bruslovsky again. Just trying to make taffy of the Buffalo skaters and move them around, and then eventually left on the major.
That was better shot selection by the Ducks there. Again, it doesn't matter how you get them to the front of the net. You just have to get them there. It does not take.
You just got to put it on net.
Yep. A wise man once said,
Holtz for Andres. Past Henningsgaard, but Strategos is there. Back for Austin Poltz. With the Buffalo in quick pursuit. Stops. Goes the other way, then drops it back. And it's Andres now. Henningsgaard. Andres. Backhands it across. Strategos will race to there to get it. Not sure the Ducks have had a shot yet on the 5-minute major. Kept in the zone. Andres. Now to the circle. Cross ice for Poltz. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Handed for Colorado. And the puck rolls off his stick. That's a tough break for number 2, Drew McConaughey.
And McConaughey actually did get the shot off on Peterson, but it's just that's a cheap penalty and one that you just can't take. Cross-checked McConaughey. Another 2 minutes of this power play, and we'll skate 4-on-4 for a little bit.
So still going to be... but that's not as good as a whole basically 3 minutes. So behind the net now, Slayton. They'll turn to find Clark. Shot from Boyles, and it was loose for half a second before it's covered up.
It was a great job by Nick Boyles on the return pass with a good shot. And you saw Slayton try to get to the front of the net, try to follow up on that rebound. Just a great job by O'Gwen. In between the pipes. Covers up that loose rebound. Ducks do get an offensive zone faceoff.
Buffs will come away with own, and having to switch directions to go to the corner to get it is the Ducks, but they just can't quite get the pass there.
It's a great keep-in by Andres.
And now touched back by Borgie for number 23 is Pachinek. Across for Micah Glass. Now into the corner. Charlie again in front there, but no. Monroe. Around one stick check. Now he'll go behind it. No, in front.
What a great job by Monroe getting the puck in the offensive zone. He was 1 against 4, waiting for backup. Does the right thing, drives hard, and going down from his backside and being able to slam the door shut on that shot by Monroe.
So with 20 seconds left,
Off a skate, and
eventually collected Andy Thornton.
off the boards rather, Nathan Hannon. And we're back now 5-on-4 for 40 seconds. Ducks back to the power play. Behind the net. Thornton across. Tried to find Hannon, but it's off his skate. Now Nathan Hannon will turn and go the other way. They got to get back on side, so here's Monroe.
Going to cede the rest of this power play time.
And try to work one last breakout here, but it's back to 5 aside. Henningsgaard looking for Glass in the slot. Still it's bouncing, and now it's covered up. Ooh.
And Glass does the right thing. He follows up on that rebound, a bouncing puck. Good chance there's a rebound in front. But nice job by O'Gwen covering up that loose puck when he had a chance. And pretty quickly and cover that one up. Key save there by O'Gwen
from him, but he'll reach back and get a stick to it. Charlie just pokes it forward, goes behind the net, now collected again. And now zone, where the Buffaloes take possession. Charlie Marr takes it away though, and then lost a wheel. 11:40 left regulation, still 2-2. And still it's Colorado. And now finally he can't get it on the out of the zone entirely. Just went to Colorado looking for the wraparound. Saves there. Rebound. Oh, how did that stay out?
Wow. Caleb Gold in front of the net. First off, great shift by Hunter Voiles for the Ducks. Did a great job defensively. Able to stop a breakaway. Got a stick in front. Got involved in some big hits. Then later, Peterson just went down. I'm not sure how this puck stayed out of the net. It somehow did, and then as the puck was being cleared out by the Ducks, Peterson
From Roddy Peterson there.
And I think maybe fortunate might not be the right word, but I'll use it in this scenario. I'm
By the Ducks, and they almost jumped on it in the neutral zone and like a glass, sending it across towards Henningsgaard. They couldn't connect, but I thought it was going to go for the Ducks. Instead, it's the Buffaloes. And a little choppy on the action here with 10.5 left in regulation. Collect it. 10-14 left regulation. Trying to go stick save into the netting by Peterson with 9:58 left regulation.
Cross-ice pass, and it's just not there. And you see, gotta go back to the fundamentals. If you see that shooting lane and it's not there, or the passing lane, excuse me, it's okay to take a shot on
Better position.
That's good hustle, regardless.
Yeah, hustle is the first word that comes to mind for number 7's game for Oregon. Great, breakaway. Pete got a skater out there.
An aggressive save by Roddy Peterson coming out in front of his own net.
Someone's got to be able there to help him, though, and no help arrives. The Buffaloes hop on the puck. They go the other way. And just find it for the Buffs, and with 9 minutes left now in regulation, it was a chance for Colorado before it's sent the other way, and Jamernick will chase, and Platt will collect it again. Now Monroe, and then
he sent the puck into the Buffaloes bench. So face-off will be, I believe, in the neutral zone. Well, Roddy Peterson, his stick on the puck. I think he was trying to poke check the puck away. And the shot, just to give him credit, he has really bounced back after giving up those 2 quick goals in the first period.
Yeah, especially the way that first goal happened. Across for Henningsgaard again. Can't corral it, though. Holtz will backhand it. No one behind the net. And for Colorado now is Paxton Bunting. Austin Poltz with the hit. Andres collects it for the Ducks. Past Monroe, trying to find Slayton. Taken instead by the Buffaloes, then off the equipment of Nick Slayton. Where it bounces.
Slashing call at Colorado coming up.
Monroe, and it will be a Ducks power play again shortly. Monroe taken down. It has been going.
They're going to call it a high stick. It looked like a slash, though. It's going to go against the Buffaloes. It's number 18, Caleb Gold. Gold got his stick up in one of the Ducks defenders' elbows. Looked like right under his shoulder, and that is cause for... They've really had a lot of trouble just getting shots to the front of the net.
There's a shot that's blocked. Jamernick has to reach out for it to keep it in the zone, and does. Now
he's aiming for that top corner, and it looked like he had it for a second, but getting a piece of it with the blocker was O'Gwen. Get the angle on it. But a good shift so far for the Ducks power play.
Monroe netting again.
Yeah, Borgie got his stick up on that shot, sending that one high into the netting.
7-0. Roslovsky digging in for the faceoff again against Paschnik. Roslovsky for Hannon. Hannon tried to get it back up for Jamernick, but it's taken away by Borgie for Colorado. And he'll just wrap it around the board.
It's got to be. That is another, again, the Ducks, just self-inflicted wounds have come back to bite them, and I would not be the officials holding up the 5. I think that's definitely, unless it's just a 5-minute board and a 10-minute misconduct, but both officials signaled the 5-minute major, so Jamernick to the box. Yep. He's done. That's just a cheap penalty that you just can't take. We've seen it too many times. Isaac, the Ducks, they get on that power.
9 seconds. 39 seconds on the man advantage.
You just can't do that.
In a 2-2 game where both teams have been taken. It's not that they're like
there's been, frankly, there's a bad penalty, a bad board on Colorado, and I think you'd have to say the Jamernick one was a little worse.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
Those two aside, it's not like stuff has been. This has been a penalty fest.
Yeah, it's a tough go, but I don't understand. Self-inflicted wound like that, it just takes away all the momentum you have to try to take back this lead, and the ice opens up for 4-on-4 for about a minute or so, and then you're killing a penalty for the next 3.5 minutes.
And so it's a bad time to be killing off a major. And again, as we've said, you don't want to do anything to make life more difficult for yourself when you have 18 skaters. But such is life. We can sound like a broken record up here at times. And here's Charlie Moore. It's loose, and now it's covered up, and down goes Moore. And
he takes the puck to the front of the net. I think he just could not get a grip on that puck with his stick. Ultimately gets taken down on the play.
You got to take someone.
I think he did the right thing. He tried to follow up on the rebound. It looked like there was something in front of the net that could have been had, and I don't think no one from Colorado, they're all going back to the one could have gone off for a little shove after the whistle, but we'll keep skating forward. Ended up losing his grip on that puck with his stick, so it's a tough break.
So for Colorado now, on transition and taking.
Isaiah Strategos took him offside. Entered the zone a little too early, tried to get back, just couldn't get that skate up off the blue line. And ultimately causes the Ducks to regroup outside the Colorado zone with 11 seconds on the 4-on-4 before they are killing a penalty for about 3/4.
So the Buffs will gain the zone, and they will gain the man advantage now for 3.5 of the remaining 5.5. And that deflects wide. Tangled up there as they're dancing with each other for a moment. Oh, here come the Ducks. It's Lars Kroos. Save made again. How about both goalies tonight?
They have been outstanding. Liam O'Gwen, probably his best save. That is a huge, huge save. Both goaltenders have played their butts off here in this hockey game.
Auto. Now they'll start again. 45 left, regulation, 3 minutes left.
Once again, the Ducks getting their sticks in those, getting their sticks
set up. Battle in the corner. Now back toward the, and now we'll just exchange with Ferguson. Off the boards and out of the zone. The Buffs will clear it themselves.
That was one of those instances where the puck literally wraps around the boards and you have to go all the way back to your own zone.
And now Austin Poltz will Tobin fix. No goals yet in this third period. 3.5 left in regulation. We'll play overtime and then a shootout if we get that far. Here's Micah Glass. He shoots. Big rebound, but nobody there yet. Charlie Marr was chasing, but just not quite on that puck.
Another good kick.
You don't want to be too aggressive, though. Man advantage. 3 minutes left in regulation.
Again, Colorado having trouble breaking into the offensive zone. Just can't get the puck deep enough to start setting up shop.
Here, I'm not sure if that was just not quite clean contact or if it took a deflection. Either way, it doesn't challenge Peterson, and the Ducks clear the length of the ice. 50 seconds left in the man advantage.
He clears so far, so good. They just have to kill off 40 more seconds of penalty time.
Poked away from Borgie, collected Gosnell, now McConaughey, but taken away Braslavsky. Nice job by Hunter Voiles, just not that with his skates. Cleared again by Nick Mitchell. 14 seconds left on the man advantage. And Colorado still in their own end. They'll have maybe one last rush if they really hurry, but it's poked away.
Tremendous penalty kill by the Ducks. That was their best penalty kill of the night. Not just like the situation of the game, but the way they getting blocked shots, getting their sticks in front of passing lanes. Tremendous PK, and now 100 seconds left to go in this hockey game.
And the Ducks will pick it up. Knocked down by Hannon, but couldn't control it. It does force Colorado back into their own zone, though. Ducks will try to keep the pressure on. They take it away. The shot and the save made O'Gwyn. Austin Poltz now. And gets past. Oh, big collision right in front of goal there as the Buffalo skater just kind of tripped over Peterson. And
well, a little too overboard, tried to get his stick in front of the glove and ended up tripping himself in the process. Roddy Peterson, once again, coming up big in the Ducks. This is a big defensive zone face-off with 1:05 to go in this hockey game. Maybe more, depending.
Out of speed for Glass. Puck taken by Colorado, though.
That's a great block.
Couldn't get a shot, though. Good pressure from the Ducks. Oh, and they get it across the blue line. They get a shot off, and they score.
Wow.
With 31 seconds left in the game.
It's Mark Borghi. Sniped that one past Peterson. Ducks had some tired skate. But that is just a tough break if you're the Ducks with 30 seconds to go in the hockey game. And now Oregon will have to burn a timeout to try to draw up a plan with the next 30 seconds of game time, and that is just a huge blow. They were able to get the puck out of the zone. They try to get one more shot on O'Gwyn from the side of the net, and it goes the other way, and it's just a clean shot by Mark Borghi that beats Peterson, and now 30 seconds. Peterson, and you got to get shots to the front of the net, but that is it's a tough way to go out.
So 25 seconds. The Ducks got to get possession if they want to get Peterson out of there and get the 6-on-5, and that's not going to help. There's
go back, but it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Not exactly sure what happened.
I have no clue what they just called there.
Well, 12 more seconds.
That'll probably do it. We'll see if there is a last chance heroics for the Ducks, and the flex up and out. 6 seconds left.
Ducks let slip away. You know, too many power play opportunities wasted. Too many self-inflicted wounds on those power plays. Ultimately, just not enough.
So, last chance. There's no final shot, and Colorado will in Boulder. That's a tough break for Roddy Peterson. Just too many penalties. And in the end, it's going to be a 3-2 win for the Buffs, and just a back-breaking last-minute goal.
Yeah, and 40 seconds in, they take a 5-minute major boarding penalty, ultimately negating the power play, and then they kill that off, but they still can't get shots to the net. That is just a tough way to go for the Ducks. They played so well, but again, as I mentioned, just so many self-inflicted wounds. When you have a power play, you can't let those opportunities slip, and you certainly cannot shoot yourselves in the foot, and that's exactly what. And they are the ones walking out of here with a win, and these two teams will get back at it tomorrow, and the Ducks will have a chance to salvage the split and ultimately win the season series.
Yeah, big one tomorrow. Same Duck time, same Duck channel, same Duck place, and we will be happy to bring it to you in 19 hours, 20 hours, 21 hours time, whenever that math works out to. We will see you then. On camera tonight and on color in the first period was Reese Forbes, and thank you so much to David Marr for joining us for the last two periods. We will see you next time.